Alam mo kung anong namimiss ko? Namimiss ko talaga ang human connection. I'm friends with my past exes.
Hello, Kapuso! Welcome to Stronger Together, the GMA Pinoy TV podcast. I am your host, Tony Pua. Join me as we talk to personalities who remain strong and resilient amidst the challenges of life. For our pilot episode, we have the newest Kapuso actress Bea Alonzo as our guest. Hi, Bea! So, welcome to Kapuso Network. Ano yung mga adjustment mo ngayong nasa network ka na?
Sa ngayon kasi, because hindi pa ako talaga nakaka-full-on work mode because we haven't started the teleserye yet. Ang siguro adjustment ko is going into a studio that I have never been before. For the first time, nakapunta ako sa studio ng GMA. I did the Bubayan Tekla show there. Nag-record din ako for a certain event na ipapalabas din sa GMA very, very soon. And actually, it was a breath of fresh air. Kasi parang pumapasok ako sa aking bagong bahay.
Oo, tsaka siguro iba rin yung na mga dati mong nakasama ngayon, may chance ka nang makasama sila ulit.
Yes. And even yung mga taong hindi ko pa at all nakakasama, like say, si Marian or sila Jeneline, sina Jasmine, and a lot of them pa. So, it's very exciting for me kasi parang bago lahat sa akin. That's why I'm so excited na makapagsimula na. Kaya lang talagang we are facing lockdowns after lockdowns. Sana talagang bumalik na somehow sa normal lang lahat para talagang maka full-on work mode na tayo.
Speaking of lockdown, no? Kasi 'di ba, I'm sure dati lalo na ang dami mong engagements, 'di ba? Paragi kang busy. Kumbaga nung nag-lockdown, biglang nawala lahat eh. How did you take it? How was your adjustment? Kasi may iba sanay na laging on the go. Kumbaga sa'yo, mas naging pabor ba na finally medyo nakapagpahinga ka, nagkaroon ka ng moment at sa sarili mo?
To be honest, at first, parang na-enjoy ko pa siya noong umpisa eh. Kasi akala ko hindi masyado magtatagal. Tsaka noong umpisa, nag-enjoy ako to be inside my house kasi na-realize ko after working for 20 years, ito na yata yung pinakamahabang panahon na nanatili ako sa bahay because I'm always on the go, as you said, no? I'm always at work, and even when I'm not working, I'm doing something else. I would travel or I would do other businesses. So, ito na yung pinakamahabang panahon na nanatili ako sa bahay. But after a while, tama ka rin. May mga moments talaga na gumigising ako na parang inisip ko, I miss working, I miss acting in front of the camera, I miss being with my friends, I miss performing in front of a big crowd na nagagawa natin noon. Actually, isa yun sa mga pinaka-namimiss ko yung pag-mall show or provincial show or out of the country show na sana magawa pa rin very soon.
Oo, tsaka ngayon kasi parang ito na nga, medyo virtual na, online, ngayon ganito muna.
Alam mo kung anong namimiss ko? Namimiss ko talaga ang human connection. Namimiss ko yung yakap, namimiss kong makipagbesuhan, namimiss ko makipagkwentuhan ng walang mask at walang fear na magkakaroon ka ng sakit. Yun ang namimiss ko, human connection.
Aside from human connection, ano yung mga hilig mo? Yung simple pleasures mo in life.
Simple pleasures? Siguro food. I love to cook. I love to eat. I love entertaining. Mahilig ako, kung napapanood niyo siguro yung vlog ko, you would know that already na I love inviting people over, my friends, kahit na wine night or simple dinner at home. That's what I love to do. I think yung simple pleasures ko.
Pero, kumbaga, meron ka bang mga nagagawa, or even before, like, yun nga, ang tagal mo na sa business, like, yung mga normal stuff that normal people do, like, nagagawa mo ba? Or ano dun yung mga nagagawa mo?
Oo naman. Nagagawa ko pa rin naman, especially pre-pandemic. Nakakapaglakad pa rin ako kahit sa BGC. Naglalakad naman kami kapag halimbawa, after dinner gusto namin magkape at pumunta sa isang coffee shop. We do that. It's not like may malaking difference. And kapag nasa farm ako, nagpapakain kami ng baka. It's the same. Nagpa-prepare kami ng boodle fight. Namimitas kami ng mga mangga sa puno ng mangga. So, I don't feel any different.
May masishare ka ba sa aming trivia na hindi alam ng karamihan?
Siguro, marami sigurong hindi alam na na-discover ako sa isang beauty contest nung 13 years old ako. That's how I was discovered in a small beauty contest in Pasig. I'm so glad I did dahil dun nga, yun ang nagbukas ng pinto para sa mga pangarap ko. I joined Binibining Santolan in Pasig, and one of the judges there was Oscar Peralta, who used to be a designer, and his best friend was Archie Ilagan, who became my manager eventually. He was my co-manager for a time. Sila yung nagdala sa akin noon para mag-audition.
Hindi mo ba naisipan na kumbaga karirin? Kasi
ang pag-beauty contest?
Oo, ang mga beauty contest.
Actually, ang may pangarap talaga nun para sa akin ay ang lola ko. Nung time na yon, summer kasi, tapos doon ako nagbabakasyon sa bahay ng tita ko sa Santolan, Pasig. Na-trivia rin, doon din galing pala si John Lloyd. So, hinahabol pa namin yung kotse niya dati tuwing dumadaan sa barangay namin. Parang makita namin yung masolya pa namin ng isang John Lloyd cruise, diba? Kasi sikat siya noon sa, meron siyang teen-oriented show before. And, nagbabakasyon ako nung time na yon at wala akong magawa. Bored na bored ako. So, nakita ko nakapaskil sa mga poste yung anunsyo na may beauty contest. So, sabi ko, try ko kaya. Total, lagi naman kasi, even before that, lagi akong sumasali sa beauty contest sa school. But never outside school. So, sabi ko, mukhang okay yung papremyo, 50,000 pesos. Sabi ko, sige, parang gusto ko makuha yung premyo. Actually, that was the only reason why I joined. Kasi, gusto kong makuha yung papremyo at gusto ko rin may gawin kasi nung time na yun, bored talaga ako.
Malaki na yun nung panahon na yun, 50,000.
Oo naman.
Malaki na yun.
Oo naman.
Kumusta, Bey? How did you do? I mean, dun sa beauty, sa beauty pageant.
I won first runner-up. First of all, I wasn't from there. I was from Taguig. And actually, yung title, she was really good. She was also very beautiful. And so I think malaki rin yung panalunan ko pagdating sa pagtupad ng mga pangarap ko. If not because of that contest. At alam mo, ang trivia pa nakakatuwa kasi yung intermission, kumanta si Dimples Romana, na ngayon isa sa mga best friends ko. Diba? Ang galing. Ang galing ng tadhana.
Oo. So, nakailang beauty pageants ka?
Isa lang. Outside school, isa lang. But sa school, parang almost every year. Pero sa school lang.
At saka yun, kumbaga, yung nag-build up yun ang nag-open ng door sa'yo at nag-build up ng confidence mo, babe.
Yes. And I feel like I was able to get roles na much older than my age because of the way I carried myself nung bata ako. Kasi I remember, nagte-train talaga kami for ilang months to know how to walk like a beauty queen. So, nung time na yon, di ba, parang mas ako than my age. So, mas mukha akong mature than my age. I was able to get roles na hindi na ako makikipag-agawan sa mga roles ng mga bata sa edad ko.
Okay, that was an interesting discussion. But before we continue, let's have a quick break.
Ang mga Kapuso shows mapapanood at mapapakinggan din abroad via GMA Pinoy TV, GMA Live TV, at GMA News TV channels. Para mag-subscribe, visit www.gmapinoytv.com. Follow us at GMA Pinoy TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Viber, and TikTok. for the latest updates on Kapuso programs, artists, events, promos, and more. Salamat, Kapuso!
The past 2 years had been the time we spent making, baking, planting, renovating, laughing, adding, and trying. But no matter what life throws at us, there will always be something to lift our spirits and give us sparks of hope. We invite you to tell us your stories with shots and snippets of the things that helped you survive this pandemic. Send your snapshots and stories to PinoyInbox@gmanetwork.com and we'll feature them on our newest inspirational segment, Pockets of Hope, on GMA Pinoy TV.
Welcome back! And we're still with our newest kapuso, Bea Alonso.
Ang tagal mo sa business, may na-notice ka bang difference? Like yung training nyo noon tsaka ngayon? O yung kumbaga parang discipline noon at tsaka ngayon?
Malaki yung difference because when I started, there was no social media. So, there was not, parang walang instant gratification from fans. At that time, we didn't know. I didn't know that our show was already big. I just knew it was rating. But, of course, I didn't know if I was the one they were supporting or if they wanted me. Parang ano lang yun, at that time, meron, kasi never ako talagang techie but I knew there was Pinoy Exchange. Doon yata nabubuo yung mga fan clubs. But I knew na may ingay, that's why dun sa first show ko, pinahaba nila yung part ko. It was supposed to be just for a week. And then napahaba kasi may chemistry daw kami ni John Lloyd. And then, so I guess pagdating sa difference between how we were trained before, we were more oblivious of our fame. We weren't really aware. And so, parang feeling ko nabigyan kami ng pagkakataon to be more normal and to care less about how other people would perceive us. Unlike ngayon kasi, instant they like you, you would know. If they don't like you, you would also know through bashing, right? So, hindi ko minimenos yung mga sacrifices ng mga bata ngayon because I think mas mahirap ngayon because there are a lot of people that you have to please. But also, I have to say that mas sila ngayon, mas I wouldn't say spoiled, but mas magaan yung trabaho nila ngayon because back then, wala pa kaming standby area, as in may monoblock lang dyan kahit saan mo gustong tumambay, kahit na nasa bundok kayo at maniknik ka, it doesn't really matter. Unlike ngayon, meron ng air-conditioned tents. Ngayon, there is a cut-off. Before, wala talaga kaming cut-off. But I must say, yung mga sacrifices na yun o yung mga pinagdaanan namin na yun was a very, very good teacher. It taught me so much. And ngayon, para mas na-appreciate ko what I have and the comforts that I get right now, I appreciate it more than ever. And although, having said that, I know there are different sacrifices that the younger generation in showbiz are now facing that we never had to face before. So again, hindi ko minimenos yung sacrifices nila.
Iba yung discipline nyo noon no, babe? Tsaka yung fans kumbaga, ngayon nga, sabi mo, maraming mga trolls, di ba? Maraming mga nagbabash agad. Pero, alam mo, ang na-notice namin, yung fans mo, yung fanbase mo, solid sila. And katulad nung nabanggit mo na community kayo. So, parang paano mo na-keep yung relationship mo with your fans who have been with you for the past decades, kumbaga?
Just like in friendship, no, in any other friendship, and most of my friendships are really, really long friendships. Like the One More Chance Barkada, my high school friends are still my friends up to now. Even Kakay. Just like taking care of my friendships, ganon din yung pag-nurture ko sa relationship ko with my fans. Through the years, I make sure they know that I appreciate them. Even before social media, we would have and pre-pandemic, we would have dinners, we would have get-togethers. So they know that I appreciate them, everything that they do for me. And kahit na nagkaroon na ng pandemic, we would have Zoom parties every now and then. And before akong, ma-share ko lang, no, before nilang nakita sa television that I made a big shift, that I made a big decision in my life, such as signing for GMA 7, being a kapuso. The night before that, nagkaroon kami ng Zoom party, parang Zoom meeting, and I had them ask me anything that they wanted to ask me. Because at that time, may poster na, diba, na unti-unting napipil. And sinabi ko sa kanila, I wanted them to hear it from me because I felt like I owe them that much. So, parang feeling ko yung respect, appreciation, and love, parang equally namin nabibigay sa isa't isa. Okay, baka hindi equal, baka mas madami yung binibigay nila sa akin kasi talagang overwhelming talaga. But I make sure as much as I can, I show them my love and my appreciation.
And na-appreciate nila talaga yun, babe. Kasi sila yung unang nagde-defend talaga sa'yo. At in solid talaga. Kapag
grabe.
may bash, nako, nahaharang agad.
Grabe talaga yung ano. Although, what I am proud about our community is that we promote positivity. Hindi kami nang babash. Hindi kami... And I'm proud to say that. Kung may maninira sa akin, syempre, natural, masasaktan sila. At they would, answer back. But hindi sila yung unang mang-e-engage. And I'm proud of that.
Kasi you lead by example. Ayan, diba?
Thank you.
And speaking of yung mga examples na yan,
Thank you.
sino yung mga, kumbaga, ang mga influence mo who keeps you in check na parang tipong, babe, mga ganon, yung, sino yung, who keeps you grounded?
Kung narinig niyo yung kwento ni Kakay, alam na niyo na it's my mom. Alam naman natin how, kung napapanood niyo yung vlog ko, you would know how my mom talks to me, how she makes fun of me, how she makes me feel very, very normal. And tuwing pumupunta ako sa farm namin, especially last year that I spent Christmas there. To be honest, I spent almost 3 months there, or 2 months last year because binyag din ng pamangkin ko, and it was my cousin's 18th birthday. Although hindi kami nakapaghanda ng malaki because at that time talagang delikado talaga ang COVID, diba? But during that time, I felt like I went back to basics. As in, walang makeup, walang expectations. Kasama ko yung mga pinsan ko, nagluluto kami sa kusina. Kami yung nagsasabit ng mga lobo, because wala namang ibang tao doon at wala rin kaming maaasahan to style the party. So it was all us. And to be honest, kung meron akong ipagpapasalamat, siguro yung mga moments na yun. Kasi I got to spend time with them. And alam ko marami akong pagkukulang sa pamilya ko pagdating sa oras. Especially to my cousins, nagdalaga na sila ng hindi ako laging nakakasama bilang ate. But during those 2 months, parang feeling ko kahit paano nakabawi ako.
Nagkaroon ka rin ng chance na mag-reset, babe?
Yes.
Mag-reset ng konti. So, pero kung may mga, kumbaga, at mag-reflect sa mga bagay-bagay, and speaking of reflections, kumbaga, meron ka bang mga naging decision in the past? Kumbaga, parang may mga regrets ka ba sa mga naging decisions mo?
No, I never regret anything. Alam ko lahat ng decision ko, may it be a failure. Alam ko, it taught me something and I am a better person because of those choices and because of those failures. But siguro, kung may isa lang sigurong regret, it would be that yung mga moments ng victory, moments of heartbreaks, hindi ko na-savor. Especially yung mga victorious moments. Or, kasi parang na-realize ko ngayon that everything's so fleeting and that as much as you can grasp it, as much as you can savor every moment, you should. Because life is really short. So ngayon, now that I am embarking on a new journey, sinabi ko na to during the press con nung contract signing that ngayon, I will really make sure that I would savor every moment of it.
Kung meron kang message sa younger self mo, what would it be?
That you're beautiful and you shouldn't be insecure. Kasi dati talaga, I never found myself to be pretty.
Ano-anong mga naituro sa'yo, or kung meron man, mga lessons ng mga naging relationships mo in the past? Kasi syempre, fina-follow ka ng lahat eh. So, alam nila yung mga pinagdaanan.
Siguro never disregard red flags. They're there for a reason. So,
Kutob ba no? Iba ang pag may kutob? Ganun ba yun?
Hindi naman kutob, but kung meron kang red flag, say, something's off. It's there for a reason. And kaya may women's instinct nga silang sinasabi, totoo yun. So you should always trust your instinct and your gut. And always listen to your heart. But always have your eyes open and your mind open. Sabi nila, love is blind. But mas masarap magmahal ng bukas ang puso at bukas ang mga mata.
Follow-up question, can you be friends with your ex?
I'm friends with my past exes, not just one ex. But I am friends with sila Z, Zanjo. Also, I'm friends with the family of Miko until now, although he passed away. But I've always been friends with all my exes, except for just one.
And we will leave it at that. Hindi, pero mas mahirap ba? Kasi may iba na ang gusto nila non-showbiz yung magiging partner nila. Yung para sa kanila kasi masyadong high profile na nga kayo already, so lahat ng limelight nasa inyo. So kung ang karelasyon nila taga-showbiz din or ganun din, so mas, diba, mas laging nakatutok ng camera. May iba mas gusto non-celebrity. But in your case, may naging factor ba yun?
Alam mo, every breakup, I would always say that, next time, hindi na talaga artista. Ayoko talaga na ng artista. Mahirap talaga. But you can never choose who you love. But right now, I am with a person who's really not an artista. He's not acting anymore. He has his own startup company. Yes, he's an influencer, but he told me he doesn't wanna act anymore. Ewan ko dahil ba nung nagde-date kami sinabi ko na hindi ako ever magbo-boyfriend na artista ulit. Hindi ko alam if that was a factor, but siguro apart from being high profile, parang feeling ko hindi mo naman kailangan maging artista ngayon para maging high profile kasi there are influencers, there are YouTubers na high profile, diba? Pero feeling ko it's about being able to share experiences outside of each other's industries. Parang feeling ko mas merong mas matututo kayo sa isa't isa kung magkaiba kayo ng mundo.
Ang tagal mo ba sa showbiz, may mga naka-conflict ka ba? Kasi speaking of high profile, minsan kasi pag magkakasama kayo, di ba, pag mga malalaking artista together or meron ba? Kasi ngayon, mabilis mo nang malalaman natitweet na agad, nasa social media, pero yung mga panahong wala pa, may mga naka-conflict ka ba?
May mga nakatampuhan ako along the way, but never really a conflict. Ayoko kasi ng kaaway. Except yung mga kaaway na hindi mo pinipiling maging kaaway. I always choose my battles.
Kasi parang ang pleasant mo, Bey, Kumbaga parang wala kang, or paano ba? Kumbaga bago ka makipagkaibigan, talagang hindi ka muna nakikipag-close. Ganun ba yun? May mga ganun ka ba? Sinasala mo ba muna?
Hindi. Masyado ako mapagtiwala sa totoo lang. Siguro mabilis ako maging kaibigan. But, akin kasi, ang friendship hindi siya pinipilit. It's either click kayo or hindi. It's something that just happens Hindi yung porket, parang makakatulong to sa buhay ko, gusto ko tong kaibiganin. I'm never that type. So, all my friends, nangyari lang. And even my closest friends na tumagal, it wasn't like, iniisip ko tatagal kami ng matagal nito. No, it just happens.
So, hindi ka judgmental?
Feeling ko hindi. Feeling ko hindi. Especially to friends.
Marami kang, yung mga friends mo, were you able to keep yung friends mo in the past? Ngayon, nakakausap mo pa rin sila?
Oo, mga high school friends ko, no? Bago nag-pandemic, may kinasal akong 2 kaibigan. Isa bridesmaid ako, isa maid of honor ako from high school pa yan. Talagang, alam mo, parang 1 week apart lang yung weddings nila noong 2019. November. And, I'm still very, very close to them. Yung kaibigan ko, si Jenny, she lived in Singapore for 10 years, but that never changed our friendship. And the other one, Suan, who was also my high school friend, kasi isang barkada kami niyan eh. Now is pregnant. She's about to give birth in October. And kahit na hindi kami nagkikita ng parate, but every time we'd see each other, parang hindi lumipas yung panahon.
At saka, iba kasi, no, alam mo, pag yung childhood friends mo, kumbaga, kilala ka nila na dati pa. So,
nakita nila ako ng friends mo. Kumbaga, kilala ka nila na dati. Tsaka, alam mo, nakita nila ako ng hindi kami komportable sa buhay. Nakita nila na naghihirap kami. Nakita nila yung sacrifices ko nung umpisa ng career ko. So, parang eto pa rin yung mga kaibigan ko nung guminhawa na yung buhay namin. And that never changed anything.
Ano yung gusto mong, Dana, maalala ka ng tao? What do you want to be remembered for, or the legacy that you want to leave behind?
Someone who went for her dreams, someone who worked hard to realize her dreams, and someone who was never afraid of change.
Ganda. Pero eto, Be, sa mata ng lahat, it seems that you have everything already. Like, you have achieved so much. May kulang pa ba sa buhay ng isang Bea Alonzo?
Parang masama yata kung sasabihin kong kulang. Because...
Or may gusto ka pa bang? Oo,
may gusto ka pa ba? Because I am so grateful for everything that I have right now. Parang yung mga pangarap ko, sobra-sobra pa yung binigay ni Lord, no? Pero yung kung gusto pang ma-achieve, I never stopped dreaming. I never stopped wanting things for my family, for myself. And I am not afraid to say that. I think that's part of life, di ba? Parang kapag may na-realize kang isang dream some more. It's okay. Alam mo yon. Siguro yung gusto ko pang ma-achieve is to be able to do movies of different genres, to be able to, sabi nga nila, libre mangarap, to be able to go global, and to be able to represent the Philippines in the global scene. And syempre, hindi na rin ako magkakaila sa inyo to be able to have a healthy family in the future.
Maraming salamat, Miss Bea Alonzo. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Good luck at aabangan namin ang mga projects mo sa GMA. Thank you, Bea.
Maraming salamat.
Stronger Together, the GMA Pinoy TV podcast is a production of GMA International.